All right. Well, hello, guys. Hello. Apparently, I forgot to turn that around. All right. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are coming in from. Hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for being here. Yes, I have just been working on putting together or cutting out some of my 2x2 pieces while I was getting ready here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 2 more to go. All right. Well, how's everybody's last couple of weeks been? Thank you all, by the way, for last week. It was not an easy week. And so I think I just really needed a break, and I'm so appreciative of all of you for giving me the grace and the space to take a break when I needed it. So thank you for that. Yes. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you. You're so sweet. Hey, you guys. Hey, Kelly, Michelle, Tori, Caitlin. Oh, I got hissing cats behind me. My cats are fighting because they're both boys and they're fighting. So I apologize if you hear some like yowls happening. All right, so today we are back and working in the Week in the Life album. I am going to be putting together Friday and Saturday. That's my plan for today. And yeah, so I'm gonna turn you guys around. I'm like seeing who all's here. So many of you guys. Hi, I'm so excited you're all here. So I'm gonna get you guys turned around, and we're gonna get to work on this here. I'm trying to think if I have any like housekeeping announcements. Actually I've got two announcements, I suppose. So one, if you guys are not over on Instagram, I didn't announce Paige Evans just announced her creative team for 2021 for the cut files, and I'm going to be on her team. Sorry, garbage. I'm going to be on her team this year. So that will be some new stuff that's coming to my channel. Not necessarily like additional, like some of my stuff will include some cut files from her, which I already do a lot of cut files if you guys follow me, so you know that. But I'm really, really, really excited to showcase her cut files in a way that is authentic to me, which is, more simplistic scrapbooking and interactive scrapbooking and storytelling scrapbooking. So super, super excited about that. So that's one thing that was announced finally today. We've known since either the end of December or the beginning of January. So it's something we've been holding on to for a really long time. And now it is officially out. The other thing that I want to let you guys know is that on the 20th, which is a Saturday, so not this Saturday, but the Saturday after this Saturday, I am hosting a Zoom craft session over on my Mighty Network, which there should be a link down in the description for the Mighty Network where you can find it. It's just like a free community to come and be a part of. And I'm doing a Zoom craft session on Saturday the 20th at, I think it's at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. And the theme is scrapbooking love stories. I have a sketch that goes with it. So if you need an idea for a way to scrapbook a project, I did it for a traveler's notebook page, but it can totally be adapted to whatever style scrapbooking you enjoy. Or you can just come and hang out and do stuff that you already have on your to-do list. So kind of whatever floats your boat. We'll be talking about documenting love stories and all of that goodness. So if you don't have plans already, I know there are some other events I think happening potentially that weekend, but if you don't have anything already planned and you're just going to be at home, then come and hang out with me on Saturday morning, or I guess afternoon, wherever you live across the world. So that is that. Okay, so those are my two like housekeeping things. We're going to get to this Week in the Life album Next week, we're going to be finishing it up. And then at the end of this month, my plan is to do my second day in the life day. So yeah, by the end of February, all of my 2020 projects will be completed. So that's super exciting. All right, I'm going to get you flipped around. It's going to be a little shaky here for a second, and then we'll get started on the craft table. So let's do this. Okay. Make sure that you guys can see all right. My workspace. See, I've just kind of been working on things here. Okay, so oh, sorry guys. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to finish cutting out these 2x2s first. So one of the pages that I'm working on in here, I'll show you guys in case you have not seen the week in the life stuff yet. All of my days are structured the exact same. So what I'm working on is cutting out 2x2 pieces from Friday and Saturday so that it makes this page a little bit quicker to do. So we're going to go ahead and finish doing that first. I will tell you a little bit about what I've already cut out, and then we're going to keep on going here. So Friday, I should also, maybe I'll back up to go forward here. So in my 2020 week in the life, I created my album featuring a specific person for each day. So there are 4 of us in our family: myself, my husband, my daughter Isabella, and my son Jonah. And each of us had a day. So one of us was, let me go here. One of us was on Monday. That was my daughter. My son was Tuesday. I was Wednesday. My husband was Thursday. And then for Friday, I am featuring our cat, Mr. Dibbs, because at this point in time, staple, right? At this point in time, we only had 1 cat. We didn't get the second one until like right at the fall, like right when school was starting. I gotta see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is gonna be 11. And that can be, no, actually this can be 12. Okay. Some of this I had to rearrange a little bit here. So Friday's going to be all about the cat, but the cat doesn't have a lot of pieces that associate to him, except for like I grabbed the label off of his wet food can. So the rest of it's just kind of like random family stuff, whatever was happening that day. I just grabbed some pieces from that to use. So, and then these were the bags that I put everything into in order to keep it safe for months and months and months before I actually got to documenting it. So, and the bags themselves, so these are just like paper bag lunch sacks. The bags themselves, I just stamped. I used 2 stamps. One was the week in the life days of the week. I wonder if I have that back here. I do. So it's this one right here, this days of the week stamp that came out from Week in the Life. And that's how I got the Friday on here. And the other one is the Allie Edwards Pieces story stamp. That's how I got the pieces on there. So they read like Monday pieces, Tuesday pieces, all the way to Friday pieces. Okay. So that gives me that, and then I just want to do this one. So what I have cut out so far from Friday, I have a couple of things from Target because we got a Target order in the mail, which included some new clothes for my daughter. So I saved that so I could show that she has grown. I'm trying to think if I want, let me see if I can fit all of this. That way we get the brand in there and the size in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's 2 inches, and then maybe this one. What do I want to do for this one? Maybe we'll just get a strip of it, because I just need to fill in roughly 1/2 inch. Okay, we can do that. So let's go 1/2 inch. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I kept some tags and all kinds of little fun things. That'll be good. We'll piece that one together. So I've got that. I've got the cat food. I've got an invoice, just the corner invoice from my workplace. I've got a couple of sections of a Pop-Tart box from breakfast and our cereal box. I've got some shoes because we had 2 pairs of shoes that my daughter got because her feet, you know, were getting big. And then we got this like cup warmer in the mail, like a coffee cup warmer that goes on your desk. And so I kept the instruction booklet for that and figured I could use that here as well. So that is that. Okay, so those are my Friday pieces, and I'm going to just grab out Saturday and do those now too, because this part takes me the longest every time. So that is where I figured I could just jump in here and get this done. So while I'm working on this, what are your guys' plans for the weekend? So this weekend is Valentine's Day. Do you guys have anything planned for Valentine's Day? Our plans, we are going to be insane people and go to the zoo with our kids. We are zoo members here, so we have a season pass, and we try to go at least once a month. Sometimes, especially in COVID, like we had talked about trying to go twice because it's one of the only things we can do. So, we're going to go to the zoo, but I think it's only supposed to be like somewhere between 15 and 20 degrees. So it's going to be really cold. So we'll just bundle up and bring some hand warmers and, you know, blankets and hot coffee and whatever we got to do in order to keep warm, and go visit all the animals. And then Aaron has a special dinner planned that is top secret, so I don't know what we're having for dinner, but he's putting something together for us, which will be really fun. So that's us. That's our plan. Oops. Snowboarding. Ooh, that's fun. I have not gone snowboarding in so many years. Oh, hi, Karen. Oh, wow. I'm so excited that you're here. Karen is my sister-in-law's mom. So hi, welcome to my live. What else do you guys do? We're getting snow. Yeah. It's gonna be super cold. I mean, like you guys, we're seriously, our family's nuts. We're gonna freeze, but it'll be fun. Worth it, maybe. I saw someone going to the beach. Who's going to the beach? Teresa. I don't even know how to feel about that. I am a little bit, maybe a lot jealous that you are able to go to the beach. It's so cold here. Oh my gosh. Wow, friend, your son is getting married on Saturday. That is so exciting. And that has got to be the cutest. Like, oh my gosh, for anniversaries and stuff, to be married the day before Valentine's Day. That's so cute. That's so cute. The only good thing about California. Oh, well. Hey, at least it's something, right? At least we all can have something good. What else are you guys? Ooh, series of Indian cooking classes. Oh my gosh, Indian food's one of my favorites. I love chicken korma, like so much. And there used to be a place in our college town where we could go and get it, and they went out of business. It's like the saddest thing, because where I went to college is it's like a 35-40 minute drive from where I live now. So like we can go there occasionally. It's where Aaron and I met, was in college. So we can go there and go visit like all our old stomping ground places, but that one closed. I miss it. What else? Oh, celebrating your husband's birthday. That's so fun. Wear your wool socks. Yeah, Millie, I'm gonna wear them for sure. I might wear like multiple pairs of socks. If my feet get cold, then it's all over. Otherwise, I'm good. Anniversary and birthdays are all this month. Yes. That's so fun though. going home. I love that you're going to go buy all the expensive food from Whole Foods. That's hilarious. I love it. Caleb, you're getting the vaccine on Saturday. Okay, seriously. Okay. Does anybody else feel a little bit like, I was telling my mom that I feel a little bit FOMO when I see other people getting the vaccine, like just like a complete jealousy. Like, I want the vaccine, which, like, what a world that we live in, that we are jealous about, or maybe not jealous, but whatever. But like, you know, with the vaccine, that it's like, I want it. No, I want it because I want it. I would love to get the vaccine. So congratulations, Caleb, because that's awesome. Is that so that you can go back to teaching in person? Because I know that you teach, I know that you're our teacher, so yes. Keeping it low key. Oh, well, that's interesting that it's not as big of a thing in Melbourne. Because yeah, I feel like that's there's a lot of holidays like that, right? In the States that aren't as big over states. And I know that Valentine's Day is kind of like, you know, it's one of those ones that is like a Hallmark, or not, yeah, like a Hallmark holiday, where for some people it's a big deal and for others it's not. We're just having fun with it. You know, I'm looking forward to having a reason to do something, you know, having a reason to like have a special day. It'll be good. Yeah. What else? Waiting list. Yes. I know. I'm really excited. I'm excited that teachers are getting them too. Like, I'm really glad that that teachers are high up on the priority list. They should be. They should be. And what really makes me excited, so we've got our neighbor whose mom will hopefully, you know, they're just waiting on their mom getting the vaccine, which changes some things because they are our pod and we try really hard to protect them because their mom is really at risk. So it'll be nice to have a little bit more freedom once she gets her vaccine. Yeah. Okay, so like here's like random stuff, right? Okay, so we ordered some lawn chairs, which is funny that we ordered them this week because we use them every single day in the summer. Like, best purchase, maybe. Maybe, but maybe for real, best purchase of 2020 was lawn chairs so we could sit outside in our backyard every day. So I kept those. I got a scrapbook.com order in the mail, so I kept my like invoice that came with it. This was from an Allie Edwards box that came in the mail. I don't know if I'm going to need two. I just cut them just in case. Also, I kept one of these because I thought this was hilarious. So we get junk mail at our house that's both in English and then in Spanish because our last name is Hispanic. So they assume that means that we're Spanish speaking, especially when we don't bite for their deals that come in English. So I kept that because I thought it was funny that we keep getting like mail in Spanish. And we're trying to learn. We have, you know, we keep doing the Duolingo thing and trying to learn how to speak Spanish because my husband, he did like high school, like he learned in high school some Spanish and he may have taken a class in college, but that was it for him. And I was a student of French. So, which has a lot of similarities, you know, there's a lot of similarities to Spanish, which makes learning Spanish a little bit easier. Because I think, you know, it's a romantic language. The romantic languages all have a similar structure to them. So, we're trying to learn, but we don't speak it enough. Like, I have no idea what half this says. So, this is funny. They'll do whatever they got to do to sell us their things. Yes. All right. Okay, so we're almost there. I almost got enough of this cut out that we can carry forth with the actual album here. I don't even know how many I've got. Should figure this out. Maybe I'll do a couple of those. I gotta decide if I want to cut that or not. Okay, what do we got? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could stop at that. I think I'll pass on those. So yeah, I can go 11 and maybe I'll just put a portion of this. So I watercolored a bunch of butterflies on this day for a spread I was working on. I'm gonna like put it on there. I think that would be cool. Like I don't need to keep that because I made a spread with them and you know, you guys know I'm not a keeper of things. I will throw things away. So this is the way I can use it on the spread. So Aaron's family. Aaron's family, his dad. Okay, so let me think about this. So Aaron is a 3rd generation, I think, Mexican American. So he was born and raised here, and his dad was born and raised here. His grandmother was born and raised here, but his grandfather immigrated. And his grandmother, so his great-grandparents on his grandmother's side, immigrated. So, and they were originally, I believe their families are from the same town, like his 2 grandparents. That's how they met. I'm pretty sure his grandpa worked for his grandma's parents. But his grandparents' first language, both of them, is Spanish. So they, you know, they will say things in Spanish, but they are fluent in English. So we never, like, if we have conversations with them, it's in English. And his dad learned to understand Spanish. So, like, he can hear it and understand it. He can somewhat write it, but he has a hard time speaking it. Like, he didn't learn to become fluent in Spanish. So then his sons also didn't become fluent in Spanish, and they can't even read it and write it. I mean, they can to the extent of what they learned from school. But the grandparents, you know, do speak it. And there are certain things like terms of endearment or what do I want to say? They're, you know, things that they'll call us or that they'll say in conversation that are in Spanish, and like we know them. So like they call, you know, we call our daughter Mija and we call our son Mijo, which is my daughter and my son. And that's like Aaron and I call them that, and then Aaron's dad calls us all that. So like that's something that's very, very much in our conversations. But yeah, it's really sad that there's not a lot of it. The cool thing is that my future brother-in-law, a lot of times I just call my sister's fiance my brother-in-law because it's easier than saying my sister's fiance. So they're getting married this November, so it won't be too much longer until he's like seriously, legitimately my brother-in-law. But my brother-in-law is born and raised in Mexico. So he came here for school. He's he and my sister met in undergrad, and then they started dating, and then he got into another school here, a different school than their undergrad, for his master's in he has a master's in microbiology, I think is what it is. And then he went on to get his PhD. So right now he's in process of getting his PhD in microbiology, and you know, they're gonna get married and have to go through the whole process. I'm gonna set Saturday to the side here for now. So the cool thing is that he speaks Spanish, like that is his first language. And when he comes to visit Aaron's grandparents with us, he will go and have a full-on conversation with them in Spanish, and it's cool. They really like it. So it makes it pretty fun. Okay, so I need to open this book while we're working here because it's been 2 weeks, so I don't remember what I did. Okay, so we're gonna grab out these guys and get to embellishing. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so let me see if I missed anything. Yeah, mija and mijo are, yes, very Mexican. Yes. Okay, so we are gonna go, maybe we'll put that one there. And then I've got 2 more left to go here. Okay, so the way that I'm working through this album, if this is your first time seeing this, is I am, on the first day that I did this, I came up with a structure of how I wanted to embellish it. And then everything is getting the same, I like to call it treatment. So the same treatment from day to day to day. So like all of these ones get this. This was a layer template. So on top of the photo, which was from the Week in the Life products that, you know, from 2020. This one gets like a sticker deal and a asterisk sticker. Something else I've been working on lately is reorganizing my whole craft room. And I finally got it done, and it feels like so good. It feels so good to have this room just feeling back to, you know, back to clean, back to organized. Everything has its place, and it just, yeah, it's awesome. I'm gonna see if there's anything I'd rather have here. Okay. That. Is there anything? I think we'll just go with the story of this day. Just get that one used. It's been floating around for a while, so let's just put it on a page and not think too hard about it. Yes. Oh, Etienne, that's super cool. Yeah, it does. So like we made it a goal to learn to speak Spanish because, you know, with my husband's family, like his grandparents, you know, it would be really nice to be able to have conversation, to be able to not use them to practice, but you know what I mean, to like practice our stuff with them. And then my brother-in-law's family, his dad speaks English, but his mom doesn't speak English at all. She's learning because my sister, you know, they want to be able to communicate with her. But it just would be really ideal for all of us to be able to speak both languages, even if it's, you know, we might not be fluent and it might take a while, but we can get there, you know, and we will get there. Yes, craft room tour. Yes. So here's what I'm thinking about doing for the craft room tour. And you guys can tell me if this sounds like a good idea. I think it sounds like a good idea, but you guys can tell me if I'm being crazy pants. So I know that there are a lot of craft room tours out there that are like really long. And sometimes I don't know if you guys have a hard time like paying attention to really long videos. Well, maybe not because you're here. And Week in the Life, or not Week in the Life, live videos are long ones. But I know that sometimes it's hard to watch long videos, especially all in one sitting. So what I'm thinking about doing is filming like a very like 5-minute long, here is the general, like the general feel and organizational structure of my craft room, right? Like here are the major areas where I store my things. I have a craft cabinet, I have a bookshelf, and just kind of going through the big things. Then to do additional videos. So like ultimately my goal would be to show you guys like all the different things, the different organizational ideas and where everything is at, but to split it up, right? to split it up into smaller videos. So it might be a 5-minute video or less on like, here is where I store my stamps, how I store my stamps, how they're organized, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, maybe I do another one for pattern papers. Like, here's where I store pattern papers, how I store them, how they're organized, blah, 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 blah. I was thinking that if I split it up that way, it might make it a little bit more, what do I want to say, like digestible, you know? Plus I always figure, you know, if somebody wants to know, okay, I just need help with how do I organize my story kits, you know, then they can find a quick little video that shows them how I store mine or whatever it is. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I just need to like sit down and figure out how many things I have to go through. But that is what I'm going to do in order to, for a new tour, because my old tour is now, I believe it's now a year old. And my room is totally different than it was back then. So I need to redo it. It's totally different in the sense of, there we go. Totally different in the sense of I have moved my stuff. So like I still share the basement with everybody, but my stuff is a little bit more out of the way. And then my organization has changed because my son has become more mobile and more curious. So I have to hide things from him. Okay, let's see here. So this is gonna butt up to here. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys like that idea, because how do you organize your life? Yeah, coming soon. So I also, one of the things I'm looking at doing too is starting my own blog, because I don't have a blog space where it serves as a home for like all of my content. So I'm thinking about doing a blog. I just need to, I'm in the process of training my mom to take over my job. And once that is completed, I will have a lot more time to do these things. So right now it's just like a dream, but we're going to do that. And when we do that, that gives me a space to put stuff like that, Erica. Like, here's how I, you know, here's our daily routines that we just switched up because I just changed all our routines. It needed to happen, so needed to happen. But so yeah, coming soon. I have lots coming soon. I also want to do some like tutorial stuff. It's just finding the time to be able to get it all done. So like I want to do some videos on how I take photos and edit them for flat lays for like your projects. I get asked that a lot, and I'm not secretive. Like, I'm totally cool sharing everything I know. It's just having the time to sit down and film it all out. So I want to do that. And then I also want to do one for filming videos, because again, like I love the idea of sharing what I know, because one, there's no reason to keep it secret. And two, if more people are out there creating content, then that's just more awesome videos that I have the option to watch. So I'm all here for that. And it's a great way to get to know a lot of you guys too. If you're producing content and sharing your projects and maybe making videos, if that's something that, you know, interests you. Okay, so we got that. So here we go. We're doing this so far. So we've got, picture-wise here, I've got a picture of my cat on the bed. So this is Mr. Dibs. He's a big boy. And then he likes to jump up on my lap when I'm eating. It's so funny because his personality hasn't like changed, but he definitely hides out a lot more ever since we got Pumpkin. So things do look quite a bit different with the two cats versus just the one. So yes. Cool. So yeah, I'm glad you guys like the idea of breaking them up. I'm definitely going to do that because I think, yeah, I just think that it'll make it easier to watch in the long run. Okay, what do we got here? So this, do I do them? Have I done anything to these? This one's just so plain. I kind of need something. No, I haven't. Okay. Well, let's find something to put on you because I feel like you need it. Well, maybe I'll actually come back to this. I might come back to you. All right, you though, you get this. Yeah, I know, oh my God. He's ridiculous. So the cool thing about really both of our cats, we got super lucky, and it could be that we are just like, you know, that whole saying, like your pets take after the personality of their owners. So maybe we're just really cool people, but our cats are really cool. So I think we just got lucky. Because Mr. Dibs, this guy, loves people. Like, he's basically a dog that's a cat. Sorry, there's plastic film on these things. Anyway, so he will like if somebody comes in the door, he runs to the door to greet them, and he will immediately jump in your lap. It doesn't matter if he's ever met you before. He doesn't care. He just loves people. What do I want? So he's awesome. And then Pumpkin, the new guy, is the most, I don't even know, like my daughter, because he is like officially my daughter's cat, and he will let her do whatever she wants. Like, she just picks him up and throws him over her shoulder to like carry him around, and he just like limply lays there. He doesn't scratch her. Of course, doesn't let me do that, but he doesn't scratch her or do anything. He just lets her do it. It's amazing. He's all about it. Okay, we're gonna do that. So, oh, hey, Mallory. Hey, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry. You are not late whatsoever. There's no such thing as late. What do I want here? This is hard to see. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can get some of the chipboard stickiness to cover up part of the Friday so I don't have to staple it. That's what I'm trying to do right now. And I think we're going to be fine. I think I'm a little crooked. Darn it. Okay, let's try to, nope, chipboard is chipboard, okay. Okay, that's better, that works. So, oh my gosh, so wait, you have 2 cats, but you're allergic to them? That's hilarious. I used to be allergic to cats and dogs, and then I grew out of it. Thank goodness, because I have a lot of other like health issue thingies that I never grew out of. I sure do wish I grew out of them, but I never grew out of those. Such as, ooh, I kind of like that. Finding the beauty in everyday moments. Let's do it. Okay. Anyway, such as like I'm allergic to trees and grass. Basically anything that creates pollen in the spring. Like, I might as well not even go outside. Which is so sad because the winter ends and it's all, you know, it gets warm, and then you're like, yes, it's warm. So you go outside and enjoy it for about 2 weeks, and then all the trees decide they're gonna, you know, do their thing and make their plant babies. And my allergies just can't take it. Just can't. So then I'm back inside for a whole nother month before I can go out again. It's the worst. It's the worst. I wish I could grow out of that one. Okay. Okay, so we've got bam, bam, those 2 done. Moving on. Okay, so this one was another, take it out of the thing. This one was another, whatchamacallit, layer template. So layer templates are something that you can do inside of a program like Photoshop. I know I have Photoshop Creative Cloud. That's typically what I use when I'm working with digital products. I also have a really old version of Photoshop Elements. I need to get the newer version so I can learn it, so I can teach it, because I'd like to do that. But I don't have it. I have like 14. Anyway, you can do layer templates with both of those programs. And the idea is that these are like shapes that you clip photos into. So the photo will become the shape of, or whatever the shape is underneath. And then you can add in photos and add in text. So it's super cool. So these ones, I didn't do anything to. I just popped in pictures, added some journaling. This one, I talked about all of the places where Dibs sleeps. So I tried to find all of the different spots, like, you know, our couch in the basement. He went up and laid down with Aaron when Aaron was working, on my lap, in bed, on the couch, on a chair. And this is all in like one day. All of these pictures are from one day. So it's just hilarious. It was really interesting to follow him around for a whole day. So I could find out all the different places he goes, because like, it's hilarious, you know? And I don't think I ever would have known that had I not followed him around. With Week in the Life, with this particular Week in the Life, because I was following people around for a day, I did set timers in my phone. So every hour I had a timer go off, and that was my signal to find the person or the cat and write down a note or two about where they were and what they were doing. And then that is what I used later to create my journaling for the day. So this is all, you know, journaling from the perspective of like, what was so-and-so doing on that day. Okay, so then these, every day I have this exact same template here that I used for my journaling. So this starts it. And I went through my photos and found like an outdoorsy type of photo. Where's my ruler? For every day, and then I blew it up and put it in that portion. But I wanted this to print out vibrant and like, you know, not dulled out from cardstock. So I printed them on matte photo paper, and that's why I have to cut it out and then put it onto the page. So that is what these are, and why they look so good is because it's not cardstock, it's matte photo paper. And then because I wanted to know exactly where to put them on here, it's really hard to tell. Let me see if I can hold it up if you guys can see it any better. There is a super light, I don't think you can. Nope, it's so light you can't even hardly tell. There's a super light line for the space where these go, which basically all I did was change the color of, because this again was a layer template, so this was just a block of color. I changed that to white, and then I made a light gray stroke around the outside of that shape and printed it. So that is how I got this little line here, which lets me just line this thing up, and then I don't have to worry about trying to make it straight. It is, because that line is there. So it was really fun, you know. That is a tip I have for trying to get things on your paper exactly where you want them to go, is you can always create a stroke for them. So yes. Oh my gosh, super friendly but with an attitude. That's hilarious. Wait, I want to see this. Funniest thing about her is that when I call everyone to eat, she comes to and grabs a seat. I love that. I love that. Yes, I love when pets do that, when they're like, okay, we're here, you know, I'm ready to eat too. All right, so then this is just a continuation of our journaling. So every day, I formatted it so that every day ended up with like 3 pages of text, which is a lot, but if you guys know me, I can't help myself, and I like to write a lot. So I wrote a lot. All right, so then next what we're gonna do is put this one in. Did I have, no. Okay, so next we're gonna do this 2x2 page. So 2x2s. For my 2x2s, you know, again, I Photoshop. So I format them in Photoshop. I crop my pictures down, and it's really, like, the process I use is obnoxious, and I'll tell you why, is because, you know what? I just thought of an awesome idea. I just thought of an idea. I'll come back to this, because I'll come back to this idea. Anyway, I like to have a white border around my photos, but with the 2x2s, I want it to be super thin. So I still want the white border, but I want it to be super thin. So what I do is I crop them to, I need my trimmer here. I crop them to 3.75 by 3.75. Then I take the 3.75 by 3.75 and I add it onto a 4x4 canvas. So then it's a 4x4 photo. Then I take that photo, the 4x4 photo, and I crop that to a 2x2. And by doing that, it reduces the size of my border to be a little bit smaller, which is what I want. So yeah, it's obnoxious, but it works. And the idea that I just thought about, because I don't know why I've never thought about this before, is I should make a layer template. Why have I never done that? That looks just like this, but instead of the photos, it's the, like, it's just a block of color, and I can totally clip my pictures in there. That could totally work. I don't know. That might be more complicated than it needs to be, but it's easier than cropping and cropping and cropping. I don't know. I gotta think about this. Because that could be interesting. You know, and then it's kind of like putting it into one of those app programs, because I know a lot of people use there's a pick frame, I think is what it's called, pick frame, pretty sure, which is an app that works, you know, that allows you to create collages pretty easily and print those off. But interesting. I don't have Lightroom. I know, I wish I had it. And the sad thing is there is like a deal where you can get Lightroom and Creative Cloud together. But I've had Creative Cloud for, oh gosh, how many years have I had this? Maybe like 5 years? I think maybe 5 years. And when I got it, I don't know if that deal didn't exist or if I just, you know, didn't find it. So I have a subscription already to Adobe Photoshop, but it does not include the Lightroom bonus, which is sad. So, yes. Anyway, oh, hey there. I'm glad you made it live too. What is this? Yes, please. Yeah. Yes. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yes. I do really like Creative Cloud, but I do need to, like, I do want to get the newer Elements version, just because I really do believe that it would be nice to teach that one as well, because it is like it's a cheaper buy-in, right? Because it's not a subscription. It's a one-time purchase. And most of the functionality matches up. So I need to see what order I want to put these guys in. Most of it you can do the same. There are some like functionality differences, like things might not be located in the same spot. I just realized I want to do this a different way real quick. Anyway, so like they might have the same tools, but the tools aren't located in the same places. Like there are some things that are a little bit different, you know. And even from version to version, I think there are things that are different. So it's just trying to figure out how they work, I suppose. All right, I am going to, you can go down there, you can go up here, there, and there. That's probably good. Okay. So then you are going to go there, there, there. These are going on the back. So one of the things that I've learned over doing this throughout the times of doing this is to tape these back to back. It makes it a million times easier to just tape them. So that's what we're going to do here. Plus they cut out a little bit bigger. It's like this I can trim. And it goes in better. What else do you guys think? Yes, I want to learn Lightroom too. So one of the reasons I want Lightroom, because I want it. I just need to figure out, like, yeah. I probably just need to pull the plug and do it. Like, just get it. Because I would like to use it for a photo management system. Because right now, I have a system and it works great. but it just, yeah. My system is Shutterfly, which, you know, is like, who the heck uses Shutterfly to manage their photo storage? But that's what I do. Or I need to, like, figure out, I don't know. The reason I love Shutterfly, and maybe you guys can advise me on if you know another program that does this. I guess Google Photos probably would, right? I love that I can upload photos directly from my phone to the management system, right? Like I can immediately today upload all my photos from today to my Shutterfly account, and they are there, and they save in their original resolution. Like I don't have to worry about it, the quality getting worse or anything like that. And then I can go to my computer and immediately download them onto my computer, because I do not have a Mac computer. I have a PC and I have an iPhone. So the problem is when I plug in my phone to my computer to download my images onto my computer, they are not in a format that my computer right now can read. And it just might be like a plugin I need to do, or something I need to have my husband do, because he built my computer for me. So it might just be something he needs to fix. But I've always gotten my photos from my phone to my computer through Shutterfly. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, so I started with Shutterfly because, or the reason I use it, and I've probably told you guys this story before, I'm sure, but whatever, we'll say it again. Never hurts. I used to have my photos on my computer, and my cat spilled a cup of water all over my computer and fried it. It was gone, toast. And so there went all my photos. And I realized like a year later that I had uploaded them to Shutterfly to do a project with them for like a Christmas project. And so I got all of my photos back. Like it was like, I think I still lost a lot, but I at least got some of them. And then after that, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to put all my pictures here from now on, because, you know, if my pictures are still here from like 4 years ago, then that's pretty good by me. And it's free unlimited storage. So there's no, like, I don't have to pay for a thing on there. But, you know, I know that's also a dangerous road to walk. So I know, you know, that I gotta figure out something different eventually. That's coming. Are you a Shutterfly employee? It's awesome. Yeah. What I love about Shutterfly is it's free. So like, you guys, I cannot even tell you how many pictures I probably have on there. And it's all like, because you can make folders and do all these things. So it's all organized. And I know exactly where everything is. It's like, it's awesome. I love it. But I don't know. But I do. It was a godsend, that's for sure. It saved me. So, but I should probably look into Google. It's just hard because, right? Because Google costs money to store all those pictures. I'd have to pay to put them there. I might just need to pull the plug and do it. All right. Let's see, what do you guys got going on? Wait, move the sliders. Oh, for Lightroom. All right. Okay. So let me. Whoop. Yeah. So this is the part. This is the part that takes the longest, because it's just like piecing things and doing all things, but totally worth it, because this is my favorite page of the entire album. I think these ones. I love these ones. But they take some time. I'm so excited to have this page almost done, or this album. After all this time, it's finally going to be done. The cool thing is, too, is I'll probably do this year's live as well. And the nice thing about that is it encourages me to actually do it before the year is up. So I'm planning right now, at the end of this month, I'm going to do Day in the Life. I have one more of the Day in the Lives because there's 2 of them. So the first one I did, and the second one I didn't. I did, like, I documented it, I took pictures, I did my journaling, all that stuff. And I just need to put it in an album. So I'm going to do that the last Thursday of the month. It worked out timing-wise, actually, to take last week off, because then I can do both of these projects, you know, and then that will be the end of the month. So we're going to do that at the end. So next week we'll finish this album. The week after that, we'll do Day in the Life. And then I got to talk to my mom, because I document her travel albums. I make them for her for all different kinds of things, like Mother's Day and birthdays and Christmas and all that stuff. I didn't do one for Christmas this year, but normally I would. And so I need to talk to her and tell her to send me the next trip photos so I can start putting that one together. I know it's for Montana. I have an uncle that lives in Montana, so she went and visited them. I think, like, not right before COVID, but pretty early, you know. It was not too far off from all the COVID shutdowns that she went and visited him. So I need to get photos from her so I can put that together. That is going to be next. And then we'll do 20, oops, are you upside down? Of course you're upside down. And then we'll do 2021 Day in the Life, because the Day in the Life documenting day is in March, which is so exciting. Yes. Oh, Amazon photos. Yeah. So yes, the next big project after this one will be Day in the Life, which is going to be one day because it doesn't take very long. And then it will be travel albums. Yay! Which won't be my travel albums because I haven't gone anywhere. but travel albums from my family. Also, I have another project on the docket that I just need to talk to my cousin. So one of the things I like to do for weddings is to create albums that document the stuff leading up to the wedding. So, like, I figure a lot of people probably, you know, most people have a photographer that provides an album of their actual wedding. So I like to do like a traveler's notebook sized-ish album that documents like the bachelorette party and the bridal shower and the getting the wedding dress and all that kind of stuff. So my cousin got married almost 2 years ago in June, and I told her that her wedding gift was going to be that. And then we were exchanging photos, and the exchange thing, like the internet died or something, and I never got them. So I need to reach out to her and tell her to get me all her stuff, and then that will be something I will probably work on live as well. So just like an album about some of their wedding stuff. Okay, so this I just need a thing. Yes. Okay, so here we go. So you need what? What goes on you? Let's go find out. Oh yeah, I have stuff on this too, except there's no room, so I'm not going to. Maybe we'll put that on here instead. We'll do the Friday on this. Oh. It is devastating to lose photos, you guys. Yes, I agree with what you guys are all saying. Like, yeah, store them in multiple places. Multiple places. Somewhere on the cloud and, you know, somewhere physically. All that kind of stuff. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, I don't have any more little ones. Well, maybe we can use, I do, because I have a whole nother sheet of these, but I think I'll just, darn fingers. I can't tell where I place anything when I'm using my fingers. I don't know how anybody does that. Like, I watch scrapbookers and they're all like, pew, pew, and I'm like, how do you get it on there straight? I can't. It's impossible. All right, so we've got, what do we want to do here? Not messy moments, the good and the bad, documenting it all. Sure, how about that? Documenting it all. So for this flat lay photo, these are some of my favorites too, where you lay out a bunch of items on a white board. So I put mine on just a white foam core board. If you don't have that, you could do like a white sheet, but some kind of white surface, and then take a picture top down of all the items and then just edit them. So I have like the cat bed, I have a laundry basket because, you know, the cats love laundry baskets, treats and nail clippers and food bowl and brush and toys. So like all of Dibs's things right there. So you guys, thank you. Everybody who said congratulations for Paige's team, thank you. Thank you guys. It is kind of a little bit surreal, you know? It's a little bit surreal. I am definitely excited about it though. Like for sure excited about it. Okay, so this, I already made my first project, which I have to write a blog post for it, which, you know, another good thing about having a blog, so like, you know, I'm talking about starting my own blog, is having the practice writing the blog posts again. I used to blog like way back in the day for my mom's company. I made one for us, and I used to talk about like planning kids' parties and recipes that you could do with kids, that kind of thing, because her business is aprons, and primarily aprons for children, which, speaking of, I need to tell her I need a new one for my son. But I used to do a blog for her for that. And so like when you do the blog and you're consistent about it, it's easy. It's kind of like editing photos. Like the more you do it, the quicker you get. So it'll be good practice, because with Paige's team, I have to write a blog post for her, which will be fun, and like do all kinds of fun stuff. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It'll be, you know, it will be a good new adventure to go on. Something a little bit different. Let's do, okay, I'm gonna get out this other label sheet. Whoops, okay, all the things. So it'll be fun. Very bad at reading, following blogs, yeah. The nice thing about it for me, Millie, is that it becomes like a landing page, right? So if somebody's ever like, hey, where can I get your planning sheets or something, then I can be like, okay, here's where you go and get those. Go to this site, and you can find them there. Because right now I just have things that I give away for free, like planning pages, in a Dropbox. So it's not like super professional or anything. It's like, here's my Dropbox link, you know, go get them from there and download them. So it'd be nice to have a landing page for it all. Same with, because I'd probably do some kind of like newsletter that I could send out once a month with like, okay, here's my live schedule for the coming month, and here's some kind of freebie, and what else? Like classes that are coming up. So it could be just a nice place to be like, okay, here's like, if you want to find me, here's all the places I'm gonna be. You know, here they are. Take it or leave it. So I think that would work nice, but it's all just things, you know, more things, which isn't bad. It just is time. That time sometimes is hard to find. All right, we've got that. And something on the back. Okay, so we're almost done with Friday. This wasn't too bad. Yes. And I'm really, yeah, Instagram is definitely a place for me too. I've been enjoying working inside of the Mighty Network that, you know, I co-host. That's been really fun. I don't know. It's just trying to figure out a system that's going to work where things can get sent. The thing I don't like about Mighty Network is that there's not an easy way to put like documents in an area. So like if I wanted to add some kind of file that could be downloaded, it's not super easy to, like, there's not really a good way of being able to put those in there, at least that I've found so far in my research so far. So maybe there is and I just haven't come across it yet. We'll see, you know? Okay, so let's put this in the book and then we're gonna get out Saturday stuff. Yes, and that's true too. That's true too, Michelle, that the algorithms are all changing and things are wild. Honestly, the one place that I have found algorithms to not have as drastic an effect is on YouTube here. Because if somebody, so like, you know, for example, Instagram will determine who you either are most likely to like, or like, let's say you like the same person's content fairly regularly. Well, that's the content they're going to show you regardless of when it was posted. Meaning, if I post something yesterday and you haven't seen it yet, and somebody else who you follow posts something 5 minutes ago, they're probably going to show you what I posted yesterday before they show you the other person. And that's just because they're gauging, you know, what people are most likely to engage with. Versus a platform like YouTube where you're getting it, like if you're subscribed to it, I don't really know how, because I don't typically play around with like the discover new people. I usually find my people in other places and then I look them up on YouTube and start following them there. So I could be wrong in that the algorithms are the same with YouTube too, who knows. But in terms of like people that you choose to follow, so if you choose to subscribe to somebody, their content is going to show up in your feed in the order that it came out, which I think is kind of nice, because if you subscribe to somebody who maybe you don't watch all of their videos, but maybe you know, there are certain ones that super interest you, then you're not going to miss it because it's right there. Versus like seeing all of my videos from forever and forever and forever, and then that person getting buried, even though they just posted that thing 5 minutes ago. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Yeah. Yes. I agree with that too on the Mighty Network thing, that it's just weird. Like it's trying to figure these things out and make them the most functional. So, yeah. It's all the things, you know, and trying to find what works best for our community, because like you guys are my community. So it's figuring out what is going to work best. Oh, coffee cup. Speaking of work best, what is going to work best for everyone, so that everybody can have a pleasant experience and can also see what they want to see. So, yeah. Yeah. No, I appreciate your guys' feedback though on all that stuff, because I mean, I have my like bones to pick with some of the things. And it's nice to know that stuff, because, you know, if whatever changes occur, when any changes occur, if any changes occur, you know, like who knows, then it gives me a really good gauge of what you guys are enjoying or, you know, not enjoying. I almost wish that the Mighty Network was structured a little bit more like, I don't know. I just feel like my biggest problem with it is the same, is that the most recent content does not show up at the top. Have I used this before? I need to see what I've used before I stick something down here. And I wish that it did, because, you know, there's that. I do like for me, I can set up notifications so that if anybody posts, I can see it, which I like that, because then I can go in there and, or like, it'll notify me when to go in there when one of you guys have posted something. Because the one thing I like about it is that it's not like, yes, I co-host it and I, you know, help curate content for it and that sort of thing, but also, sorry, I'm trying two things at once here, but also I like that it allows the members to post stuff too, so it doesn't feel so like, you know, only come look at my stuff. I like that it allows me to be able to engage in the stuff that you guys are creating as well. Which is, you know, a benefit to me. All right, so let's go, maybe we can do this one. Sure. So love this memory. And we'll grab one of you guys. But yes, I agree with your guys's feedback on that, totally. So it's just trying to figure out, like, you know, and those are maybe things that it's possible to look into changing. Like maybe that's a structural thing or a functional thing even that is changeable, and just how to do that. Yes, I like that too. I like that too, that it's that it is not advertisements. Yes. And I like that it gives an opportunity to put out some bonus stuff. Like I've been trying to do that on there to see, you know, because I do appreciate when you guys come and interact in a space like that, in a space that we're building, because you certainly don't have to. It's a whole nother social media platform, you know, and with a lot of people trying to get off of social media platforms, it's, you know, I appreciate when you guys come and support. So I love the opportunity to put in some bonus stuff for you guys and have like some of the events. That's another thing I like about it, is it's a spot where you can host events from. So like the Zoom Crafty Hangout will be hosted from within Mighty Network, which is nice to have that capability. And definitely one of the things that keeps me there in that type of space. So, what political stuff? Yeah. So funny. Yes. Yeah, I know, you guys. I miss her too. Okay. Yes. That is one of the things I don't like about Facebook, Michelle. I hardly ever get on Facebook, just because it's, I don't know, a lot of times it's like disgruntlement, a lot of negativity, and maybe that's just like, I don't know, it's just people. We've had a lot of like issues with people on Facebook, our family has, and so we stay away. I stay away for sure, because it's just not a good place on there right now for us. So it's just hard, I think, when you have people in your friends group and your family group and all that kind of thing that have very different views from you. And hard on all accounts, right? Because like, I don't believe that anybody is like, well, I don't know. It's all drama. It's just drama. Too much drama. And Facebook is where all the drama is in our family, so no thanks. Yes. Yep. I only use Facebook because I only use Facebook because my Allie Edwards creative team and now my Paige Evans creative team both have groups on there. So like that's where all the team communication comes through. Otherwise, I would delete it. I wouldn't even use Facebook. Like it'd be gone. So gone. And yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to say this. I think I'm going to get it right. It's Shuwen, right? Shuwen. Tell me if I'm wrong. Because my goal is to get it right. So Shuwen, right? Anyway, yes, Patreon does. Did I get it right? Yes. All right. Yes, Patreon does have the same capabilities. So that is one of the things that I've thought about. Is like maybe going and getting on Patreon. I don't know. There's just like, there's a lot of things to figure out. All week long, good night. Sorry, I got to figure this out. I can't read the words, the good and the bad. How cute is this picture, by the way? This is one of my favorite pictures, which also was totally a selfie I took. So I'm like fake sleeping. Yeah. There's no shame. If you want to fake sleep and take a picture of yourself, you do that. You do it. Today was a hard video. Here and now. There we go. That sounds good. Anyway, so yes, I've thought about Patreon because it does have some of the same things where you can like host events and do some bonus content and things like that. And then there's, do you guys know, because I'm a part of one Patreon group, which is Dearly D, so Diane's. I am a patron of hers because I love her and I believe in supporting crafty people, and especially like crafty women, the ones who I love, and I love her stuff. I want her to keep creating, so I am a patron of hers. And I haven't like dived into all her stuff nearly as much as I could or should, but I do occasionally, like, I go on there and I love to watch her stuff, her bonus stuff. Do you guys know if Patreon has, like, is it only paid? So, like, if I had a Patreon, right, is it only paid? Like, do you have to have a paid tier? Or can you have, like, a free tier and then, like, paid tiers if you want extra stuff? Because that is my question. That is my question, is how does that work? Because I have thought about it. Ooh, maybe I should do remember, or this. Oh, yeah, remember, today looked like this. Okay, so here's a funny thing. Patreon has a minimum, I think it's $1. Okay. Okay, well, interesting. Yeah, so Patreon works is a paid thing, I'm pretty sure. Well, yes, that's what you guys are saying. It's like $1. Okay, well, that's such a bummer because I would love to have just like a free, like a free one. But, it is what it is. So anyway, individual free posts. Okay. On the lowest tier. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, that's good to know. Victoria, where are you guys talking about Victoria? Victoria. Yes, I should follow Victoria on Patreon too. Did you guys know that because she's the one who Tashi and I actually found out about Mighty Network from, because she was considering, I don't know if she still is, considering migrating her Patreon over to Mighty Network. The thing about her Mighty Network that makes it different. Oh, you guys are just gonna get all the things today, all the like behind the scenes stuff, right? With all these programs. Anyway, Mighty Network allows you to host classes on it, where Patreon, I believe, does not. So she has a Mighty Network because she can host classes there, and it has a lot of the same capabilities. Yeah, because I'm on her Mighty Network as well. But, so this picture right here is awesome too, by the way, because this is back when we were, when we were disinfecting all of our groceries from the grocery store. Do you guys do that too? So we'd like bring them home, stick them in the garage, and then go out there with the spray bottle and some paper towels and disinfect all of our groceries. So like you can see them here in our garage just waiting for me to come and take care of them. And then there we are, taking care of them. So funny. Yes, if you guys don't know who Victoria is awesome, first of all. First of all, she is like an amazing human being. Second of all, she is a community builder in terms of like the scrappy community, which is like totally, that's my like term of the year, because that's what I'm like, that would be my goal for my life, is to be a scrappy creative community builder. That's what I'm gonna call her. So she is one of those. She has like classes that she teaches, and she does crop weekends, and she does, in like non-COVID times, she does real in-person retreats, all kinds of like super cool stuff. So yes, if you don't know who she is, you totally should go check her out. Tashi and I actually did a podcast episode with her. That was the last one that went live, where we talked about like her building the business that she has, which is Victoria Marie Designs. And so we talked about that, and then we also, you know, talked to her about other like personal stuff too. She homeschools her daughter, so I wanted to get some tips from her on homeschooling stuff, just because, you know, working with your own children all day is exhausting. So I just wanted to like how do you do this? And how do you do this forever? I don't want to do this forever, but I want to make it to, you know, September or August, whenever school starts up. But yeah, so you can find her. She's got YouTube. She's got a blog website. She's on Mighty Network. She's on Patreon. She's like all the places, and it's amazing. Also, this picture right here. So I didn't have any cool outside pictures from Saturday, but I did have this picture because I was working on a project about loving Harry Potter, and I stacked up all my Harry Potter books and I took pictures of them. So that's what gets to be the background of this one, is a bunch of Harry Potter book spines. Love it. I'll take that any day. Oh yeah, project done. How is project done going, you guys? It sounded like such a good class. Like yeah, such a good class. So many people have projects that are incompleted, right? And like, not only is there the goal of, you know, I want to get my stuff done, but also for me, I find that when I have unfinished projects like sitting on the shelf, it literally adds like physical weight to your shoulders. Like there's like weight of like, oh gosh, and guilt of like, I haven't got that done. So I loved that she was putting together a class all about finishing your projects, because I'm sure, you know, we all can use some help with that. Super cool. Yes. Wait, what's super good? Super good. 2 sessions a month. Oh, okay, the project done. Okay. Okay, so next. So we are on to Saturday. Now, Saturday features nobody. It's just like our whole family, Saturday and Sunday. So that's why I've got like me reading on the couch, and Saturday morning, Aaron going out to mow the yard. Waking up, Jonah came for a snuggle in the morning. Cleaning those groceries. The kids playing outside, which we've got, like Ryan is in here too. I love this picture of Jonah so much. And then, you know, the books for that. So then what I did throughout the week is I took a couple of pictures every single day. So every day I took a picture of Aaron and I drinking out of our coffee mugs. And I used 4 of them of me and 4 of them of Erin to do like a week of us with our cups. Then I also took a picture of my craft table every night of whatever I was working on. So then I've also got this one that says around here, and it's just pictures of my craft table from throughout the week, because this is a space that I visit every day. So it was just what was I working on for that day. So what I'm gonna do, these were both layer templates from In a Creative Bubble from that site. And what I wanted to do was to add something in here, which let me see if I've got, I was hoping I had something like coffee related, but I literally just went through all of my things and I don't remember there being anything coffee related. I definitely wouldn't have thrown it out because I wouldn't have done that. I love coffee. So let me see if I can find something in my embellishment stuff. And if I have anything coffee related, I don't know. I really think I probably just don't have anything. So I'm gonna grab out my circles because that's the shape I want here. So let's see what we got. Got like, yes, which isn't quite, like these are all gonna be a little bit too small, I think. Let's see. Do I have anything full of thanks? No. Clean it up? No. Some habits are super hard to break. That's funny. I have no interest in breaking my coffee habit, so no, away you go. Playing around. Snow, no, okay. So that's kind of a no. All right. Let's put all these back in the box. Get back in there. Wait, did you guys see that? Yes. Yes. So, paper person. Yeah, I see you guys with your, you know what? I just got the food one. Okay, that is a great idea. Hold on, I'm getting that. I gotta go get it out of my closet. Which is just right by my desk. So let me grab that. You are totally right. I just got this from Kelly. She just sent it to me and it's awesome. So yes, and there's a cup in here. You are so right. Where are you? It's so big. But it can still work. Okay. Maybe, and there might also be a chipboard. There is a chipboard, but it's small. Okay. We'll see what happens. I kind of like the smaller one better. They're like cute. This one's so big. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the smaller one. Okay. Excellent idea. Who said that? Who told me about that? Millie. Thank you, Millie. Yes, amazing. Whoops. Anyway, so yes, if you are not a follower of Paper Person, but you like to drink a good glass of craft beer, she is releasing a stamp set this month that is all about loving craft beer. And it's like the first one that I've seen. And you know, 100% I'm getting that stamp set and whatever else comes with it. I don't know, because I gotta have that. Yes. Woohoo. Okay. Yes. To make what? Wait, what did you say? I asked everyone to, oh, you asked everyone to make one. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Yes. And I'm so glad that she like listened and did it because like, man, Kelly just made a bunch of people really, really happy. Really happy. Okay. Let's go. I see, I cannot see around my fingers. Here we go. So we'll do that. Why are you blue and I need not blue? Okay, so let me grab the, there it is. This one. Ooh, I wonder if I have anything here that's like an icon. No. No. I do like the icons, but no. Okay. There's my hearts. That's what I want. Kelly Stamps has a cute one releasing this one too. Ooh. Man, I'm going to have to go check it out. Yes. Yeah, we'll put it right here. My bear stamps. Okay, there we go. So that gives me this little insert. Done and done. Okay, good. I was like, oh no, did I just ruin that? Okay. So I have a coffee habit too. Yes, I have a terrible coffee habit. I have no regrets about it. I do not feel bad about it. It is what it is. I don't think my husband realized like just how bad it was until he worked from home. And I was like, I know it's like, 2 in the afternoon, but I'm going to make a fresh pot of coffee. Oh, go look on their, go look on Instagram. It'll be on the Instagram. I think it wasn't a story. I think it was like a legit post. So if you look there, you will see it because it comes out later this month. So it was kind of like a sneak peek sort of deal. Yes. So with coffee, I have an acrylic piece that I've had forever from, from Colorcast Designs that I just like really need to pull it out and use it. It seems right. And it says life is better buzzed, but then it has like although, I mean, that could totally work for a beer thing too, which would be kind of funny. But it comes with like a coffee bean as the I in life. It's super cute. I just need to use it. That's one of the things that I have in my goals of things to use. One of the things I have in my goals of things to use. Wow, that was a great sentence. Anyway, I have a bunch of older acrylic pieces that I just need to use as titles and get some stories told with them. Because I don't like to hold on to things longer than I should. Okay, so there's my 2x2s. The internet made me do it. Yes, for Abba. Yes. Isn't it so cute? I love that they have like the carboy on there. And, oh, I need to do something with this. You know what? I will. Was I putting it on here? I think so. We'll hold that to the side. Anyway, yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome set, and I'm going to get it for sure. Oh, man, you guys. We got another big tooth. Good. I'm glad. She's been whining about that for days.
She's losing it.
She's losing it? She's freaking out. Oh, no. Oh, no, you guys. Yeah, Izzy's not too big on this whole idea of losing teeth. But there we go. She just lost another one today. It's exciting. She's been crying about it for days, about how it hurts. And I'm like, why don't you just like take it out? She's like, no! And then like runs around crying. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I won't take it off. Let me see. Are you gonna come show me? Yeah, I want to see. Oh my gosh, you have no front teeth. It's cute. You're cute. They can't see you, don't worry. But I can take a picture of you and post it later if you want me to. Yeah? They're all saying yay. And they say money and the tooth fairy. What's the tooth fairy going to bring you this time?
There's one on the top on the other side.
Yeah. Does it feel weird without your front teeth?
No, guess what?
What?
This one, I didn't sleep. And then the tooth fairy comes, but I was not sleeping.
Oh, really?
And I actually looked and I saw what And I was just waiting until you fall asleep.
Okay.
It took so long.
Okay. Well, do you want me to tell the Tooth Fairy to, we can leave her a sign and tell her to leave it outside your door.
Anybody?
Do you want to do that? Okay, we'll do that.
Alright, upstairs, kids.
I love it. I'll be a surprise.
Upstairs.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Let's go.
All right. Good night.
Night.
All right, guys. Well, there we go. I know, Millie. Right? Oh, yeah. I will definitely tell her that. Oh my God. There you guys go. There you go. There's a peek. There's a peek at the real life. Oh man. Okay, well that's exciting. Oh my gosh. So every meal she's had me cut up her stuff into like little bite-sized pieces because she didn't want to chew it with her front tooth because it freaked her out that it was moving. So at least I don't have to do that anymore either. She really wouldn't sleep. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Yeah, you guys, kids are so funny. Yeah, they sure keep life entertaining for sure. And yes, I'm glad it came out. She's missing both of her front teeth now because she lost the other one a week ago. So 1 week later, she lost the second one. She's kind of crazy. Right here, live, her tooth. Anyway, oh, good night, Michelle. Thanks for coming. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Wait, what? Puerto Rican? A mouse instead of a fairy? That's hilarious. I love learning about all the differences in the different holiday celebrations because it's so intriguing. So intriguing. Yes. Oh, for all the kids. She's like, but Mom, how do you do it? Like, how do you go to everybody's house at night? That's the cutest. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So eventful. Okay. Oh. It'll be good. Yeah, they've been like this week specifically, my kids have been so whiny. So, yeah, hopefully she'll, her tooth won't bother her anymore and she'll get some good sleep because goodness knows she needs it. And we'll have a nice, good day tomorrow. Today it's just me and her and Jonah. No Ryan. His sister isn't feeling good, so they're staying home. They don't go anywhere, so it's not, it's not COVID, but just to be cautious. He's staying home. We did an art class today with, I don't know if you guys know who Love Jack is, so Jackie. She is over on Instagram. She is an art teacher, like a kid's art teacher, and does online classes. So we signed up and we are doing her online class with her. My kids love it. So today we made lanterns for the Chinese New Year. Which I don't know, like specifically what day is the Chinese New Year this year, but it was in celebration of that. So it's been really fun, which is a nice thing for Thursdays to just like get to relax a little bit and do some art with the kids. It's been good. I also have been really trying to let myself be a little bit more flexible when it comes to homeschooling, because I'm not a very, like, I seriously put that on here. I even checked that, right? No, I put it on there, right? I'm just being silly. Anyway, I'm trying to be more flexible because I'm not a very, like, I struggle with being flexible of, like, schedules and stuff. So, you know, for me, I'm like, oh, we got to get all the things. Like, you have to learn all these things and you have to learn them all now. And that leads to a lot of fights. So I'm trying to be a little more go with the flow. And when they're exhausted and I can tell that they're fatigued and don't want to do it anymore, to just stop and be okay, knowing like, okay, well, you know, we might not be done like super early in the season, but we also don't need to be done super early in the season. So that kind of freed up a little bit of like stress space. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to add a portion of this butterfly on here. Just add some glue all over it. Ooh, I also did my vision board this week, you guys, for One Little Word, which we're doing. If you're taking the One Little Word class, all of the instructors, or many of the instructors, I don't know if it's going to be all of them, but many of the instructors are filming videos of our vision board. So like the process that we took and how, you know, we decided to do it. And it's so like, there's so much creativity. It's like, you know, it's ridiculous. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Like not just mine, but like some of the other ladies. And those are coming out on the 15th of this month. So, I had to get mine done. So I just finished it. Well, almost finished it. And it was really fun. So I did it this year a little bit different than I did the rest. I still made a canvas. And I still made it onto a canvas because that's what goes behind me on my wall. So I can have my word right by me all the time. But I designed it a little bit different. I made it a little bit more structured this year because, you know, the whole idea, so my word is embrace. And the whole idea behind the word embrace is to like embrace who I am. And who I am is very structured and organized. So I was like, I would like my vision board to reflect that. So that is what I did. And it was really fun. I liked it. Okay, so we're sticking them in the pockets. Ooh, what emoji. Oh, the girl one, that's funny. Wait, what? Teaches kindergarten. She started this channel. It's Read Aloud and Directed Drop. Oh, yes. So it's called the Refridge a Reader. Refridge a Reader. I need to write that down. Yes, we are always looking for that kind of stuff. So one of the things we do with Izzy, it's not that we do, it's just that she does. So she has an iPad. It's actually, I use her iPad when I'm doing these lives so I can see your guys' comments and stuff. I'm going to write that down. The Refridge Reader. Okay. Ow, stabbed. Okay, the refrigerator. Awesome. Thank you for the suggestion. So Izzy has an iPad that we allow her to use for 1 hour of her quiet time. She has a 2-hour quiet time. And during that time, she will oftentimes, she really, really, really likes YouTube Kids. And she likes it for all the art channels. So she watches, like her favorite one right now is Art for Kids Hub. So if you guys have kids, or I mean, even yourself, it's an awesome channel where it's like a dad and his kids and they draw things and take you through the whole process. She loves it. In fact, let me show you this because it's like, it blows my mind a little bit. Where'd it go? She drew this the other day and gave it to me. So like, look at this. So she drew Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And then this is me, which also makes me laugh just a little bit because I get my hair highlighted blonde and I haven't done it in probably 6 months-ish. And so the top of my hair is grown out and is darker. It's not blonde anymore. So she made the top of my hair like really dark and then blonde. So when she brought this to me, I was like, oh, who's that? And she's like, oh, it's you. It's like, oh man, I need to get my hair done. It's so funny. Yes, I love that it's like on the refrigerator. That's so cute. That's such a clever name, refrigerator. I love it. So anyway, so she learned how to draw from the artforkidshub.com or Art for Kids Hub YouTube channel. And then, this is the hair, right? Exactly. And then there's also another one called Red Ted Art. And Red Ted Art, she does like origami book corners. They're basically like bookmarks that fold over the page, like the corner of a book, to help hold your place, and then you can make them into all different kinds of shapes. So she loves doing that too. So she'll do some like origami stuff from Red Ted Art and Art for Kids Hub. Those are her two favorites. So we're always looking for those. So I really appreciate the suggestion. Which, yes, that is that. Okay, so we've got all of our little bits and pieces. Then we've got, this by the way is an hour by hour. So it starts at, I can't remember where 9, so that might be 9. So we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's like our hours throughout the day. And then it kind of goes with our routine card. Oh, right, I've got this one over here. So, yes. Your sister with gray. Oh, your poor sister. Yeah. There's nothing like the honesty. Wait, did I already use the Saturday? I totally did. Okay, so something else I'll put on here. Darn it. I didn't realize I did that. Okay, best day of the, oh, you know what? Heck yes. Best day of the week, Saturday. Do you guys know of, there's a video. Oh gosh, it's so old. And Caitlin, I saw that you just commented something, so maybe you can help me know if this is the right one. But there is a video that is called It's Saturday, and I believe it's by the Whitest Kids on the Block is the name of the like artist people. It is the most ridiculous ooh, things are crazy? Maybe. I mean, they're not really that crazy. Anyway, it is the most ridiculous video, but it's all about like Saturday, like it's Saturday, being really excited about it being Saturday and how you can do all the things. So that's like one of our sayings now on Saturday. It's like, ooh, good day. We'll wake up and be like, it's Saturday, which means we can do whatever. So like our neighbors will call us and be like, do you guys want to like meet out on the back deck in the summertime? Not right now when it's freezing, but like meet out back on the deck and have some mimosas. And we're like, heck yes, it's Saturday. Yes, we're doing that. Trying for her to, oh, that's so cute. I love that she used her daughter's drawing as her 2020 Christmas card. Oh, that is so cute. This, by the way, has to find its way into some kind of thing. I don't know what this is going to go in. Are you 2x2? If you're a 2x2, my life is made. Oh, you're not. I'm like, I can stick you in a 2x2 pocket with other art stuff. No, but I can always take a picture of it and resize it. That works too. Okay, so you, I kind of want to put something on. All right, so we are going to go with, these guys are so fat. That's the only thing. And plus you blended way too much. So that's a no. And too small. Well, I could do what I got. Daily routines. Embrace the ordinary. I could do that. And just put on a piece like that. have any other? I've already used a bunch of that. What do I have on here? Bring on the next chapter. Just Life. I kind of like that. We'll do that. So this is the Ups and Downs collection. That the colors were pretty decent with this. So I pulled it out because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough chipboard things. Oh, good night, Caleb. Thanks for coming out. Yes, it is. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Caitlin. Yes, I knew. I was pretty sure because we looked it up recently. I was pretty sure that's what it was. That group is ridiculous. That's all I got to say about it. They're ridiculous. Okay, so this flat lay. So this is everything to do with Saturdays. What I did for Saturday and Sunday is back here, I did the coffee mugs and I did my desk. And then I also did a flat lay of the things that we play with outside. So, and then on Sunday, I did the things that we play with inside. So I have like bike helmets because we were riding our bikes. I have chalk because we were making like chalk drawings outside all the time. Bubbles because when you have kids, bubbles. All day long, bubbles. I've got some packets of seeds. I have a raised garden bed, so I planted my seeds. However, when you have toddlers, they like to dig in the flower bed, so like things didn't really grow that great. This year, I don't think I'm going to plant anything and just let them use it as like a dirt pit. And then maybe next year, plant stuff. We'll see. And then I've got some water toys, pine cones, and rocks because my kids love finding rocks. That's one of their favorite pastimes for being outside. So all the outside things. And then Sunday is going to have all of the inside things that we would do on a regular basis together as a family. So that is my flat lay. These, I just love these. I love the way that they look. Yeah, they're fun. It's a great way to capture some of the things that are happening in the moment because that will change. Like Izzy already has a new bike helmet for this next year. So like she doesn't have the pink kitty helmet anymore. We'll see if they even get the water table out this year. I don't know. We're not planting seeds, so there won't be seeds this year. It'll just be, you know, probably dirt. It'll just be like a bowl of dirt. That's what they like. My kids love playing in the dirt. I saw, there's a YouTuber, or not YouTube, well, I guess she's on YouTube, but YouTube, and she has a blog, and she's on Instagram. I think it's Busy Toddler, Happy Mom? I don't know. It's something like that, but she's Busy Toddler. And at their house, they have this section of their yard that they, like, uprooted a tree, got rid of the tree, and they were going to do something else with it. And then their kids just started playing with it. So then they decided, you know what, never mind. It's just going to be a mud pit for the kids, and they can just play in the mud pit. That is the most brilliant thing I've ever heard of because kids love playing in the dirt. And, like, you'd have to have, like, your rules. Like, okay, no shoes in the house after you go in the mud pit, you know, and you have to, like, hose yourself off before you come inside. But, like, the amount of fun and memories that those kids are going to have in that mud pit, it makes me wish I had a section of my yard that I could just be like, yeah, I'm not going to landscape that. You guys just go ahead and wreak havoc. Have a ball. And they would. Let me tell you, they would. All right. So we can do this one here. This will work. And number 6. And we're going to put you right in the middle of the water table. That's where you're going. Okay, so we'll put our number 6 here. So this is just on our back deck, our water table, which we've had since Izzy was a little girl. And, you know, we've kept it because JoJo plays in it now. And then they'll probably get one more year out of it, is my guess. That's my guess. And I also did the prompt Saturdays are for, and I just filled it in with like Saturdays are for blah, 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 blah. Whatever, all the things. And then we have our last one here which we've got This Is Real Life, which we're going to add Saturday to. Saturday story. Then we'll add these in, and I'll do a quick flip through of them and see if there's anything with stories I missed. I doubt it. The best ones, I think my favorite cards, my favorite thing that I recorded from the course of the week were these overheards. This is always something I go back to of like, I need to do this more. I need to do this more. Of just jotting down. Oh, this can have something too. Jotting down things that my kids, that my husband, that everybody says, because you lose those. It was not a hard day, so maybe we'll just do week in the life. You lose those things, you know? So it's nice to have them captured and documented in a project like this. Okay, so add that here. We're gonna slide this guy back in, and then that is Saturday. Done, which means all I have left is Sunday. And our album is finished, and it's, you know, it's a chunky one. It is chunky. Okay, Saturday. What are you open? Yes. My kids do that too. Oh, and the sand. Oh, we have a sand table too, and that one is the worst. If they leave it open and it rains in it, and you're just like, no, not the sand table. Yeah, they don't care. And then it's like even more fun for them because they're, you know, like, oh, it's a mud table now. Or my favorite is if you put the sand table too close to box you're using to put your stuff in on the right. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, so for me, when my sand table is too close to my water table, my kids mix them, and then it's like, oh God, it's the worst. Okay, so this is our Friday. So we got Friday done with journaling. These ones I just do like an overview. Like here's kind of an overview of things that happen, general observations. That's where you could find him throughout the day. The things from Friday. This was our hour by hour. So I set an alarm and went and took a picture of him every hour wherever he was. His flat lay around here, which I did kind of general, like just like around here, this kind of happens, around here, this happens. Waiting by the door. Let me see if I got anything. Oh, Izzy made me like a scrap or a fringe. She was really into the fringe stuff this week. And so she made me a person with fringe hair and told me I could put it in my project, which I did. I cut it up one of the days and put it in here. If you could dream, I said, if you could dream, oh, what did she say? What should I dream about? Probably. And I said, you could dream of your family. And she goes, Izzy says, or unicorns. I said, yep, or whatever you want to do tomorrow. Izzy says, or Mr. Dibbs and I playing cat tag. Like, yep, that would be fun. I'm sure Dibbs would love to play cat tag with you. So funny. Okay, and then Saturday with Saturday stories, Saturday things, routines. Saturdays are for. Oh, this one's great too. So Izzy was like laying down in the grass and we were sitting by a campfire. So she just like went and laid down on the grass and she got up and was like, oh, I just had a terrible nightmare. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that's just a bad thought. You weren't asleep. You have to be asleep to have a nightmare. Like a real nightmare. Okay. So there we go. There's album so far. Holy cow, you guys. This is way too much. Whatever. I don't care. I have no regrets for fat albums. I don't care. No guilt, no regret. Okay, so my box here. This is my box where I store all of my project stuff. So I ordered 2 of these. They came from scrapbook.com and they are either $11.99 or $12.99 for one. Now these fit in a couple different places. So these fit like, I have a rolling cart. My rolling cart is from Michael's and I can fit one of these in like sideways in my cart. I know that the Raskog must be a little bit bigger because that one can actually fit 2 of them side by side, but mine can only fit 1, which is fine because I have other things in there anyway. They are sold out right now. They are sold out. I have them I like have it as a notify me, because when they come back in stock, I want to get a bunch more of them, because now that I have reorganized my studio space, I want to get a bunch of these to help me organize, because my idea is like this one. See if I can lift this without everything falling out. This one is my week in the life one. So you can see I've labeled it week in the life. So my goal is to get one of these for each of my projects. So I can have a week in the life one. I can have a day in the life one. I can have maybe, I probably won't need a project life one, because that's just kind of kit based for me, but like a December daily one. So I just like to have these so that my projects are in here. Right now I have week in the life and I have a one little word. So when I go to work on that project, I can pull this off of the shelf and everything's right here. I don't have to go searching for it or anything like that. There will come a point, like when I finish this project, where I can say like, okay, do I want to keep this product in here, or do I want to put it in like my general stash? Like for instance, the asterisks, I will likely put in my general stash, because I can use these on all kinds of projects. It doesn't need to be just here. But if it's something that's like this one, where it's got like AM and PM and all these different things, like a week in my life, like this is definitely week in the life. So it's going to stay in here. But that helps me personally to just pull my things out and be able to work on it and not have to go on the hunt. So that is my plan, is to get a couple more of them to fill my shelves with that. You guys know that I like to work inside of projects like that. Like when I get a kit, I like to take my kit, whatever it is, be it a feature craft scrapbooking kit, like card kit, or a story kit, whatever it is. I like to take that kit and use that primarily to tell my stories and get it used up. I feel the same way about my project-based stuff. And I will also, at the end of this, like the stamps that are in here will go in with my stamp collection, so those won't stay. And these are what I have left of my projects, so I have those like divided into pockets. So this is actually going on a page. I have no problem going through and purging the things that I know I will for sure not use for the coming year, or, you know, holding on to what I do, or, you know, shifting things around. But I just like to have stuff where it's easily accessible. And that's one of the things I will do a video on, especially, first they need to come back in stock so I can then buy them, and then I can organize that portion of it. And then my craft room will be complete. So that's kind of what the only thing I'm waiting on are these. And hopefully they'll be back in stock soon. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. They sold out so quick, so I assume that they will definitely put them back in stock, knowing that people want them. So yeah, there's that. All right, you guys. So I don't think there are any other questions on here, so there is that. How do you store them when they're not in use? So I have some of them go in my rolling cart. So the ones in my rolling cart, I will have one that's going to be that will likely be like my ongoing projects. So I might have one for whatever story kit I'm crushing, and that will be a way for me to store my projects, because right now I just have a thing to the side here where I just have like these are like projects to work on that I've got. And I've also got this container that's full of stories to tell. So like each one of these I can pull out and there's like, oh, super love you, Valentine's Day story, which I haven't told yet. Or like, oh, here's a New Year's story. So like I can use them to help me organize these a little bit better, so I actually get them told. But you know, it is what it is. That's the trouble with when you have a lot of stuff, is it's trying to get it used and trying to tell all the stories in a timely manner before the stories, like, they never expire, but it's just much easier to tell things in the moment than it is to tell them, you know, years later. So yeah. And it's easier to use the product now than it is later, because later you might not like it anymore. Now you like it, so use it while you like it. Yes. All right, you guys, so this was fun. I'm so glad that you guys all came to hang out. The kits that you get, what are your favorite ones? I'll tell you, my absolute favorite ones are my story kits. Hands down my story kits, because I am a story-based scrapbooker. I like telling stories. I like documenting stories, and I feel like the story kits pull out so many stories that like you just never even think to tell, and then once it's told, you're like, man, I'm so glad I told that story. So story kits. And Story Kit Crush, yeah, love it. So I love seeing your guys' work too. So thank you guys for sharing your stuff online. It just makes me so excited. Fridays on Instagram, on my stories, I try to do a roundup. I did one 2 weeks ago and I didn't label it. So then last week I was like, I should probably like make this a real thing. So I put together a graphic and I was like, okay, here it is. Story Kit Crush roundup, and here they all are. And then I like share as many of them as I can find, and I like to pick out things I like about them and put that on there because I know I like it when people do that for me. And you guys do amazing things, so like you deserve the attention for it. So that is that. So I, look for that tomorrow, and I can't wait to see what you guys have all created and go on the hashtag and look at it. So yes, we are getting the quarterly kits as being on the team. That's part of, they're going to send those to us so we can work with it too and just give you guys even more ideas of how to use them. So that is something that we will be getting and using. So I look forward to working with some more traditional product and seeing like how I can adapt that into the style that I scrapbook in. I don't typically do 12 by 12, so it'll be, taking elements and cutting it and making it work. I do love scrapbook paper, so I have pattern paper that I use on my stuff, but yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I should have turned you around so you could see my face instead of my hands while I'm talking to you guys. Whatever, it's, it is what it is. It's late. Mallory, you can share whenever you want. So what I do on Friday is I go to the hashtag because things happen. So like today, the announcement went out about Paige. I'm gonna turn you guys. I'm just gonna turn you guys here. Let's turn you guys around. Whoop. Okay. Sorry, you can just see my lights. There we go. Now I can feel like you're actually looking at me and not at my hands. Posting on Friday. So you can post whenever you want. What I do on Friday is I go on Instagram and I look up the Story Kit Crush hashtag because things happen, right? Paige Evans' cut file team thing went out today, and like I can't even tell you, my phone blew up. It just blew up and things get buried. So I never even see them. So I like to designate a day, which for me is Friday, to go on the hashtag, and I will look at everything that was posted over the last week. Because I know, I go and look on Friday. So ever since whatever post it was that I last looked at, I will make sure I like to go and comment and do all that stuff because, you guys are participating with me on this project, and that means a lot. So I do that. So you can share whenever you want, whenever is most convenient for you. As long as it's hashtagged, I will definitely see it. And if you tag me in it, I see it too. But I will definitely also see it even if it's only hashtagged. So that's cool. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you guys, with the quarterly kits, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how they go. And I know she had a lot of people, Allie had a lot of people reaching out about doing a more traditional like product for them because not everybody is a pocket page scrapbooker. And sometimes I think they can relate in different ways. So like I am a pocket page scrapbooker, and sometimes the traditional product feels a little difficult to use for a smaller scale project, and I'm sure it's the same vice versa. So it'll be interesting to see, how that goes over in the community, how it gets used. I like that it's different than a lot of the product out there because it does have the ability to, like, for instance, there's like those heart were they like a speech bubble heart? I don't remember, but you could cut them out and use them on a spread. There's probably a lot of that is what I will do. It's like cut out the shape and use it on a separate spread because I think that's super cool. And also that huge chipboard heart with the space in it. You guys, I was in heaven over that. Like, yes, I'll take it. So it should be interesting. Yes. Yes. Just seeing what you got. Cozy kit. Yeah, the cozy kit's been really fun. The way that I do my story kit crush here is I actually I do my planning process and get all of my stories ready to go. And then I turn off the camera and I go sit down at my computer and I write all the stories out and I find all the pictures or make a note for like what pictures I need to go take or find, but usually take. And then I get all of that edited and everything, like I literally get everything printed and done within the next, like let's say the next day. So then I will spend a weekend and just get all of the projects done. So like the next kit that we're crushing after Cozy is Progress. So my goal is probably next weekend to put together all of my progress stories. So I'm typically done with all of it before the month even starts. But that's how, I get a lot of questions like how do you make so many things and how do you have so many videos and all this kind of stuff. It's because I'm typically way ahead. Like I make things way ahead of time because I'm the type of person that's like, well, if I make it a week early, like what happens if something happens a week early and then it makes me have to like rush it to get it in on time, and that's way too stressful. So then I'm like, well, I'll just do it like 3 weeks early and then nothing can possibly get in the way. Which is also an interesting thing when we get to like October daily and December daily, because I'm usually not in the moment scrapbooking unless it's those two projects. So those are like way more stressful of a project. Like I love them and I do them, but it's definitely a different stress level than the rest of my stuff, because the rest of it is like, there's just an ease to it when it's ahead of time. Like the amount of work doesn't change because you still have to do the work in order to get it done. But knowing I have such a cushion, helps. Like it helps a lot with that. So I do. It's lots of batch processing for sure. So yes, struggle with which side. Yeah, me too on that, Kate. I'm gonna struggle with it too. Yes. All right, you guys. Well, it is a little over 9:10. We are like a little over 2 hours. So I'm gonna let you guys go for tonight. As always, I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with me. It makes Thursdays are one of my favorite days of the week. I don't know, it sets up the whole weekend to just be a great weekend. So I appreciate you coming here and supporting me and chatting with me, and you guys just crack me up. I was telling Millie a couple weeks ago that afterwards I'll go sit on my couch and read through your comments to see if I missed anything and literally laugh out loud at so many points because you guys are hysterical. So thank you for making Thursdays such a special day. I will see you guys back here next week, same time, same place, to finish out this Week in the Life album. And I'll have, there's lots of stuff coming. So see you guys all tomorrow for Story Kit Crush. And all that stuff. Oh, and there's a bunch of releases this weekend. So keep your eye out for Saturday will be the release for Allie Edwards for all the new stuff. And then Monday next week is Feed Your Craft. So if either of those are companies that you care about, then have that on your docket of things to keep an eye on. All right. You guys have a great night. I will, I'm gonna have to be all weird here and make this janky, but I will see you guys later. Good night.